Welcome to the Pulse with Peter B. I'm your host, Peter Biancamano. Let's get you to the pulse on everything you need to know. And today, in our small business spotlight, we're heading outside of Hoboken and even heading outside of Hudson County. We are at Blue 42 Restaurant and Bar in Elmwood Park, New Jersey, and we're going to be interviewing the owner, who, believe it or not, folks, is another Biancamano. It's my cousin Georgie Biancamano. And a little later on in the segment, we're going to be trying Georgie's hottest wings here at Blue 42. Let's go to the action. All right, we have the owner, the better-looking Biancamano, as I like to call him. I call him Georgie. Do they like calling you Georgie?
Yeah, a lot of people call me Georgie.
All right, we have George Biancamano here. And George, thank you so much for having us, cuz.
Thank you for being here.
Hey,
awesome.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
So now, how long have you been here, George?
We've been here 6 months. 6 years next month.
I was going to say 6 years next month.
6 years next month already.
So now, have you seen, and we'll get to obviously COVID and things like that, have you seen business pick up exponentially from when you first opened to?
Yeah. The last 2 years, I've seen a really big jump.
Okay.
And ever since we've been back from COVID, it's been insane.
It's been insane.
Insane.
Insane is good.
Which I don't understand, but it's great.
Because, you know, we talk a lot to a lot of different small businesses, and we're in Hudson County, but for my cousin Georgie, I come up to Bergen County, no problem. And they are struggling, and I'm so glad to hear that you're doing a little better. But you do have a little Hoboken, Hudson County backstory that I know you want to explain to the audience.
Yes. My dad has a pizzeria in Hoboken, Delfino's. He's been there 36 years. I've been there about 18 years. I'm still there. And all the recipes from here are from Hoboken.
Are from Hoboken. So it's almost like the Delfino's of Bergen County.
Yeah, I stole all the recipes from Hoboken, and now we're over here.
But with a new twist, correct?
With a new twist, with a little bar twist. Wings, apps.
Fantastic. So now, George, if I were to come in here, correct, and you're obviously known for your wings, and yes, we previewed it enough. I am going to try his hottest wings here. How many wing sauces do you have?
98.
98 wing sauces.
As of Sunday. 98 wing sauces we'll have on Sunday.
On Sunday. Holy crap.
Right now, 96.
Right now, 96. Now, do you feel like you need to change your wing sauces, or do you feel that you're kind of going to keep them and people can try anything they want?
If I see one not moving, I'll get rid of it and I'll sub it for another one. I'm trying to stay at 100, but I feel like we're going to go way over.
Gotcha. Now, let me ask you this. What is your most exotic wing sauce?
Exotic?
Like a wing sauce that you probably couldn't find anywhere. There's probably 50 of them that you can't find anywhere. But if you had to name one or two or three of them that, is unique to Blue 42.
The Boom Boom sauce, #1 seller.
What's that's in there?
Honestly, it's unexplainable. I can't even explain it. I don't make it. I purchase it. I don't want to give the secret out.
Okay.
And then the Michelle sauce. Michelle sauce, we mix barbecue, sriracha, and roasted garlic.
Oh my
And nobody has that one.
That sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, that's probably my second biggest seller.
Oh my god. Now, and you do have pasta and all that good stuff on the menu, correct?
Yeah, we have pastas, pizzas, everything. We have a very big menu. Big menu.
So for the people that don't know, Delfino's, as he mentioned, is known for their pizza and their dishes. So you don't have to go to Hoboken. There's a lot of traffic. I came from Hoboken here. It took me forever.
I'm going there after this.
Exactly. I feel bad for him. Trust me. I got to go back, too. That's where I live. But anyway, you can come right here to Blue 42 in Elmwood Park. Now, you spoke about how business has picked up during the pandemic.
Yes.
I mean, it was a tough few months, I'm sure, before they opened up outdoor seating. I think it was like 3 or 4 months before the Governor Murphy decided to open up outdoor seating. How was business takeout-wise?
It was good. I mean, it wasn't exactly what we wanted. But, we got through it. The town really, helped out, ordering every day. We tried to do a little delivery. That didn't really work out, but we went to Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash. That helped out a lot. And we made it through.
And you made it through.
And
then thank God that it is very, very, very busy now. And you normally can accommodate how many tables out here? I know with the new laws you can put a lot more, correct?
Yeah, we have normally we have 8, but now I have 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Normally 8 and 17.
Would you say that there's a line on a Friday and a Saturday night?
Yeah, we've been having 3-hour waits.
3-hour waits?
3-hour waits, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Wow.
And now it's Sunday coming.
So now what is the best time to come in here then?
For nighttime, I'd say 7 o'clock is
7 o'clock. Best
is
time.
a better time to come here, yeah.
And like on a Monday? Is there a wait?
Yeah, every night.
Wow.
has been great. And
Knock
it's been
on
a
wood
waste.
is right,
So, yeah.
I like the way you knocked on his head there. So, I'm surrounded by all of this Green Bay Packer material here.
Yeah.
And I know, of course, I grew up with my cousin George. He's a little older than me, but better looking, as I said. This is known to be a Packers bar, correct? Because you're a huge fan, I'm sure.
Yes.
How many times have you been to Lambeau?
That's 6.
6 times to Lambeau.
6 times, and I've been to other stadiums to watch them play every year. I try to go to a new place, but
Cool.
this year, not going to happen.
Yeah. But now, you are the only Packer bar in New Jersey, I think, or North Jersey or something?
In New
like that?
Jersey, I would say the only Packer bar in New Jersey. Yeah, if there is another one, I am not too sure. There's one in New York.
Yeah. But who wants to go there? Who wants to pay $17 for a tunnel?
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, right? You come right to Blue
Come here.
42. Exactly. So, but
Free parking.
exactly. Now we have free parking on the show. No, I couldn't believe that. I was like 2 hours. I'm like looking for the app. I'm like, oh, it's 2-hour parking here. Anyway, but obviously, the football season's starting. I mean, it started with one game earlier this week with the Houston and Kansas City winning. You have fans of all different teams
Yes,
coming in.
yes.
You do have the Sunday package, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we show every single game. When the Packers are on sound, but we show every single game.
All right. And the sound is on for the Packers, but you can come here and watch every game. I've been here watching my beloved Cowboys. He could tell you, they've been having much better seasons. The Packers have been having much better seasons, unfortunately. But we'll see. We do have your old coach now.
Yeah, you
so
do.
we'll see what happens, right?
You guys are going to be good this
exactly.
year.
All
You'll
right.
be good this year.
I think enough talking. Talk to me about this what is this sauce called?
These are called waiver wings.
Waiver wings.
Because you have to sign a waiver to eat them.
I didn't sign it, cuz.
No, you're
Because
right.
I'm related to you? Is that why?
Yeah.
He knows
And,
I'm not going to sue him.
They have not been released yet. They will be released in about a week or 2.
Oh, so these are hotter than the ones you've had on your menu.
These are hotter than the ones on the menu yet. These are not on the menu yet.
So I have a glass of milk. 'Cause
Yeah.
they say milk does the trick after this. Okay.
Yeah, so these we will have a waiver for.
Okay. I mean, all right. Now I'm not going to lie. Now I'm even more nervous than I was before eating this. So we're going to have Karina come around. Karina is our new production assistant. She's going to hold the microphone. Do I even dip it in sauce? No, I feel like that's cheating.
No,
right?
don't. Actually, we're not going to allow people to dip it in sauce. We're doing we're going to do a
Boom. There's your sauce, cuz, okay? There's your sauce. All right. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh, we're going to have a challenge, and they're not going to be able to dip it in blue cheese, drink for while they're eating, and then 5 minutes after. Oh. And then they'll win something. We haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
But we're working on it.
Really quick, because I think I'm going to have to cut to a commercial break as soon as I have these. What are your hours here?
Every day, 12 to 2 a.m. Mondays, 4 to 2 a.m.
Okay, great. And where can people find you on social media?
Blue 42 Bar on Instagram, Blue 42 Restaurant and Bar on Facebook, and blue42bar.com.
Blue 42 Bar. And you can order online there and all that good stuff?
We are on Grubhub and Uber Eats.
Grubhub and Uber Eats. Okay. All right. I think I've waited long enough. Greg is hysterically laughing over here. He's been waiting for this moment for a very long time. Karina, do you mind doing the honors here? Thank you so much. You can come a little more over.
After you bite it, let it settle in.
All right. Here we go.
Go for that one.
Oh, he wants me to go for this one. Oh, my God, my hands are burning.
Take a
folks.
good bite.
My hands are burning.
Yeah, don't touch your face afterwards.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
And don't touch your face afterwards.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, wait a little bit.
It's good though.
Yeah, they're very good taste.
Yeah.
Very good taste.
It's usually, oh my God. There is. Oh God, I just swallowed a little. Oh my goodness. That is extremely hot. We're gonna,
It's good. Yeah,
but the
they're good.
flavors, oh my
Yes.
God.
Yeah, you went really.
I
into
went
that.
hard. Should I go for number 2?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you sure? We're going to keep the cameras rolling here. Greg, we're out of time, but I don't care. This is must-see TV. Actually, I cannot go for number 2. I need the milk now. I am starting to. Should I go? Oh, Karina wants me to go for number 2. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Go with which one? Doesn't matter?
Yeah, it doesn't
Pick
matter.
my poison?
Now
Maybe.
now it's just gonna get worse.
All right.
I love how you're doing it, like the whole thing. I thought you were gonna just take a bite.
I'm good, cuz. I'm good.
You think so?
I hope so.
Really?
Oh. Okay.
Just don't touch your eyes.
Yeah, I got laser eye surgery, cuz, so I don't need to. I don't need to do. Okay. That is. Oh my God. Oh my! I can't feel my gums. All right, I'm giving up, folks. Georgie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Come to Blue 42. Give your address, George. I can't even speak anymore.
158 Market Street, Elmwood Park.
All right, Market Street and Elmwood. Oh my God, I feel a tingly sensation. There is a tingly sensation all over my mouth right now. Are we getting this or what? Because, okay, did you see the tears now? The tears are starting to come. All right. George Biancamano, great last name, great person. Anybody with a last name of Biancamano has extremely good food.
Yes,
Come and try them.
100%.
We will be right back. Peter Biancamano, your hostess with the mostest of The Pulse with Peter B. Folks, don't forget to visit our Facebook page at The Pulse with Peter B. and make sure you like and follow us on there. We're constantly updating that page with new information. And also on Instagram, for all you grammars out there, make sure you follow us there as well. We're constantly putting these really cool stories, previewing all of our episodes. And if you don't want to DM us through our Instagram or message us through our Facebook, you can always email us. And that's at thepulsewithpeterb@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hi, everyone. My name's Frank Rosner, and I'm the substitute host for Peter B. on this segment of The Pulse. And my guest is Joshua Sotomayor, as he usually is, I guess. Hi, Josh. Welcome to the show again.
It's always good to be here, especially with a host of your caliber.
Well, thank you very much, Josh. Anyway, so let's start off. I guess my first thing to throw at you is, give me your thoughts on the lawsuit that the town has, or that they filed with Exxon, about the environment and its impact on Hoboken and climate change.
So just background-wise, historically, Hoboken was a marsh/island, and years ago, before our landfill processes became standardized, the way to create more land in an area that was below sea level was just to do, a haphazard landfill where they didn't measure how high the actual sea level was. So when they were doing landfill years and years and years ago in Hoboken, they were just dumping stuff, and the areas that let in the water to the marshy land was higher, and then the area underneath, on the other side, on the western side, dried out, but is still actually below sea level. And then...
So what you're saying is Hoboken is basically the bottom part of the meadowlands.
Yeah, so we're part of that meadowlands region. We're broken up by the rock formation known as the Palisade, which goes from, starts in Jersey City Heights and goes up to the Shawgunk Mountains in lower New York State. And then fast forward to 2020, COVID times, and we've had two major significant rainstorms, which despite the addition of pumps and underground water reservoirs to prevent flooding, Hoboken still has been significantly not anywhere near Hurricane Sandy, but significantly flooded, so much so that the mayor is now pointing at the oil companies to deflect criticism from himself and also to build his progressive bona fides for an inevitable, or at least I believe he hopes, a future run further up the political ladder. Because there's not a snowball's chance in hell of the lawsuit not being eventually dismissed from the courts, because we're suing the oil companies, arguing that their economic activity from fossil fuels has caused this flooding. And anyone that knows anything about Hoboken knows that we've had perennial flooding. We can take measures to ameliorate that, but it's never actually going to end unless we put Hoboken on stilts and lift it up. Now, that's not going to happen. So, our mayor has never shied away from a chance to get free media instead of doing his job as mayor and addressing the issues in the town. So it's no surprise. It's still a disgrace, but it's no surprise that Mayor Bala would do this now. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, my only comment to that would be I am very pleased with the symbolism of it. Do I think it's going to go anywhere? Probably not. Percentage-wise, maybe what? It's a 99.3 negative and then maybe a 0.7 positive on the media side and publicity and the symbolism of it. So I agree with that. Is it going to go anywhere? I don't think so.
Man, I'm not a fan of the politics of virtue signaling.
Well,
I think we can both agree, and everyone out there can agree, that the job of our local elected officials is to improve the town and make life less difficult for the residents. And by spending potentially our tax dollars on this lawsuit, when we just had a budget hole that necessitated raising taxes, what they're doing is they're just raising taxes down the line, which is what they do a lot of the time, making lives of Hoboken residents, taxpayers and renters like myself more difficult, because it'll necessitate our taxes being raised in the future to pay for these virtue signaling endeavors that our mayor does.
Well, I believe what you're talking about in general is what they call a frivolous lawsuit. Is that correct?
That's an SAT word right there.
Well, an SAT word. Thank you very much, sir. The only thing that I would add that actually concerns me is not some, look, we're going to have rain, okay? And once every year or 2 years maybe, they have a 100-year rainfall. I'm not sure how to quantify that. However, it's not so much the amount of rain, because we know it can't handle it. We know where we live, we know where we are, and there's going to be flooding. What really kind of bothers me is how the water stays for 3, 4, 5 days. It's the sewers. If the stuff is being pumped out, that's fine. Why aren't the sewers cleaned so that the water doesn't pool and nothing's level? And when they do repave, there's no grading.
Well, like the sewers, Mayor Bala's administration and his virtue signaling press conference the other day was full of crap.
It's been going on for a while. It's not just Mayor Bala.
No,
not that I'm
of course
not faulting him or whatever, but it's been going on for a while.
Those continuing to kick down the can on a decrepit system, both in the type of politics that they pursue and in letting our infrastructure rot, bear the moral onus and responsibility of that. And they just never miss a chance to go in front of a camera. I say in front of a camera, so perhaps I'm a little bit of a hypocrite.
Wow.
I'll admit that. I don't think you'll ever get anything like that from the politicos in town.
Oh my God, he's speaking truth to power.
Your power?
Absolutely.
Can I borrow some money?
I don't have any.
Okay.
I don't have the right power.
But I think it brings us to another topic as well, in terms of the administration's love of the camera. Could you tell the people about what happened with the bus lines this past week?
Well, that's the other thing. I think that's quite a positive, actually. The New Jersey Transit, in cooperation with the city and several agencies, we're getting some articulated buses. I actually took one, a brand new one. It was really magnificent. It's kind of like almost like an RV vehicle. You know those MCI buses that they turn into RVs? The only thing the bus doesn't have is a bathroom, which I guess is all right. I mean, if you didn't go at home, you might as well go when you get where you're going to. It's not that far arrived. But the buses, they actually have shock absorbers. They're clean. I don't know how long they're going to stay clean, but the articulated buses, when things come back to the levels they were, and we hope we do, and I think it will, they'll be able to handle the crowds, and the additional bus stops are very, very, very well done and very well architectured, I guess, for lack of a better word, to handle the crowd so that they're not coming from Clinton Street. If you're on the Clinton Street side, you're not, going out to a line to Washington to get on the bus for Clinton, which kind of doesn't make any sense.
So other than these very well-spoken buses, get it, articulated buses, bad joke here. Other than the fact that they're very nice, right. I think it's another example of the administration latching on to something. It's mostly the efforts of not them. I think this is mostly the efforts of NJ Transit, and not really something that NJ Transit is an independent entity. But here's something that's not a bad development that they're trying to claim as their own. And it's true because they had a whole big press conference about it where they had the Assemblywoman and Feckless Phil, the Fifth Ward council person, all claiming credit for the wheels on the bus going round and round, instead of actually addressing issues that they have power of on city council. It's a game of three-card Monte, right? They want to distract you from the fact that your taxes are going up, from the fact that they're not doing anything really to help anyone in the city of Hoboken, and they want to say, look at this shiny new bus that we had very little to deal with.
Well, real quickly, just on the buses, it's a positive thing anyway, and I believe it was in cooperation with all the agencies, with the city, with New Jersey Transit, and anytime any agency, any governmental agency and public agency cooperates, that can't be bad.
Well, why can't they cooperate on making Hoboken less expensive per mile? It's the most expensive per mile on the bus routes in anywhere in New Jersey, and that sort of disregard for the cost of living is one of the systemic institutionalized problems in City Hall.
That, as my grandfather would say, is another story.
Peter Biancamano back with you. Make sure you watch us on cable access every Sunday and Monday at 9 a.m. Optimum Channel 18, Files Channel 46, and Comcast Channel 190. And also, every Sunday, 9:30 a.m., we post our new episode and our segments, our individual segments, on our YouTube page. You're not going to want to miss it. Please subscribe to our channel there. We'll see you there. Welcome back to The Pulse. Peter Biancamano back in the host chair. And we want to thank Frank Rosner for special guest hosting in the last segment. He's always a joy to have on, and we plan to bring him on in future episodes because who really wants to listen to Josh Sotomayor or Einstein? But one person that we do want to listen to, and she's been on the show talking sports, she's been on the show plenty of times talking restaurants, and we're kind of going to give her that title again tonight, is our Places Insider, and that's Ashley Rollo. Ashley, welcome back. How's it going?
Hi, I'm glad to be here. It's been a while. Last time we were outside.
I know. Now we got to go inside, you know.
I know, we're getting acclimated to being back inside again.
I guess so, yeah. Socially distant, of course. Socially distant. And you make sure you follow her at Ashley Lauren Rollo on Instagram. And why don't we head to South Jersey? You know, we're going to leave Hudson County and talk about restaurants down in South Jersey where Ashley is from. And we're going to go to the beautiful city of Long Branch. And we're going to be talking about the Butcher's Block, which is located at 235 West Avenue. So Long Branch, this is a little different. We've never covered a restaurant in Long Branch. Would you say that that's like an up-and-coming town?
Oh, it's definitely up and coming. A couple of years ago, it didn't even have a lot of these restaurants. People didn't even think of it as a thought. And with Pier Village opening up and them cleaning up and redoing the waterfront, it's really starting to become a place that people flock to. It's like becoming a little Asbury at this point.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, it's got a lot of restaurants, a lot of dessert places, a lot of, you know, one of a kind, no chain type of a thing. So it's really, really up and coming. I'm really excited for it.
That sounds awesome. So now, when I think about the name The Butcher's Block, I automatically think, is this type of steakhouse, correct? And it is indeed a steakhouse.
It is indeed a steakhouse. I mean, you can also order meat there. You can actually go there and buy raw meat to cook for yourself at home. They do the block boxes where you could get an assortment of meat for different prices depending upon what block box you get. But they also have a butcher counter. And what's really nice about this is they go pretty much from farm to your table, you know. So it's as fresh as a meat you can get, and they do whole animals, so you can get whatever it is that you want. If there's a special cut you want, they'll make it for you, and their meat is just so fresh.
Interesting. So, you know, where other restaurants would have to get their meat from a distributor or a butcher, I mean, the Butcher's Block is the butcher that serves it to you right at the table.
Yeah. I mean, you're eating fresh as it can go. It goes from, you know, the farm to the slaughterhouse right to them. And like I said, for them to do whole animals, all of the meat that you get is going to be as fresh as it can be, and you can actually taste the difference.
You can taste it. All right, you're going in there. What is your go-to type of meal? Now, I gave up red meat a few years ago, but when I go into a steakhouse, I still like going to steakhouses because, I mean, I love their appetizers. You know, whether it's a shrimp cocktail or whether it's a crab cake or something like that. But any appetizers that stick out at you at the Butcher's Block?
They have these things called sprouts, and they're just roasted in I think it's like a honey vinaigrette, and they're really good. They're more of a side dish, I guess you can say, but I always get them in the beginning.
Like a Brussels sprouts dish?
Yeah.
Wow, phenomenal. I love Brussels sprouts. I mean, so good. So you get that as the appetizer?
Yeah, but I honestly try not to fill up because what I try to get for my regular meal...
Go ahead, talk to me about your entree. I was just going to ask you about that next.
The tomahawk. And it's huge. It's like this big, and it is fantastic. And the way that it comes out, you get the whole bone with it, and it's sliced to perfection. It comes out on this giant... It's like a platter to the gods. You know, they just come out, and you get so excited when you see it because you're like, that's all for me if I don't want to share.
On the bone.
They cut it off the bone actually for you, which is, I mean, you could get it on the bone, but the way that they tend to plate it is they'll keep the bone off to the side and then they slice the steak up in the middle. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And is it enough for 2 people, or?
Yeah, you can definitely feed 2 people, and honestly, I can even see maybe a third person. Like if you had like 3 like girls going out, we can totally share that between the 3 of us, I think. But definitely, if it's a guy and a girl, one would be. If you and I went out to eat, I think we could totally finish it, though.
Really? Well, I don't eat red meat, but I will.
If you did eat red meat.
I will cheer you on. Let me tell you, I will cheer you on. And you never know, I might start again. Now, let me ask you this now. It's also a good meal to take to go if you can't finish it.
Yes, you can definitely
tastes
take it
good the
home.
next day?
Tastes just as good the next day.
I was going to say.
You know, and like I said, like what I like about it is you can get the block box and you can make it yourself at home. You know, with the same fresh quality meat.
Yeah. Now let's talk about something that I love because I'm a sweet guy, and that's a dessert menu. Is there any specific type of dessert that you like over at the Butcher's Block?
It's really like a seasonal thing. It really depends. You know, they have different things. I don't know. Everything is pretty good. Yeah.
And by the
I
way,
don't know. I can't like put my plate because like I'm just still thinking
she's
about
still
the steak.
about the tomahawk
I'm
steak.
honestly still in
Apparently
tomahawk
you got
heaven.
it at tomahawk steak. You know?
Highly recommend.
Highly
If
recommend
any
it.
of you go out there and I want you to message me on social media and tell me how
At
amazing it was.
Ashley
I wanted
Lauren
to.
Roll.
Do you know who was there actually
was
last
there?
week? Dave Portnoy
From Barstool Sports.
from Barstool Sports.
The
Like
one bike
that's
guy. Hey, that's not a pizza place, though.
nah, get it because he does it. Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
But listen, he goes there. He was there. He loved it. Like you can go on his page, you'll see that he was ranting and raving about it. And for him to come there and be like, "Oh wow, this place is amazing," he literally eats food everywhere. Cast of Jersey Shore goes there a lot. You know, a lot of professional golfers go there. I mean, it's really like a nice spot. It's like a hidden gem. Not too many people know about it, which is great because it's easy for other people to get into, but then soon the word's going to get out about how amazing it is. And
Well, now people are going to know about it because it's featured on the Pulse of Peter B. with
yes,
Ashley Rowe.
that's it. Now everybody's going to know.
Come
about
on
it.
now. I mean, right? Do you, obviously with COVID-19 and restaurants struggling, still at 25% capacity, according to Governor Murphy, do they have enough outdoor seating now?
Yeah, they have like this patio area. It's still covered too, which is kind of cute because it's like away from the elements, but it kind of feels like you're in like a little Italian like village almost because it's just, I don't know, the way that they decorated it. It's like rustic barn meets like chic Italian countryside, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, it's
At a
very nice.
steakhouse.
At a steakhouse. And you know, it's such a beautiful date spot too. Like if you really want to impress someone or like, take mom and dad out for their anniversary or a big celebration, that's definitely the place to go.
That's the place to go. And then I'm sure you can get takeout.
Yeah, you can get your stuff to go, especially now they do have like an to-go menu and they have these family deals where you can get enough for like 4 people or 6 people and it comes with, your meal with like some sides and stuff. And like I said, their portions are huge, so you never have to worry about not getting enough.
Not getting enough, and it's probably a good date night spot, I would
Yes,
assume,
yeah,
because you
definitely.
can split your entree with your date, correct?
Unless they don't eat meat, because then it's, every woman for herself.
Wow, she got me back.
Shots fired.
Shots fired there. Shots fired. Well, look, I'm sure they have good fish on the menu and things like that.
Salad is the food my food eats.
Oh, there she goes, folks. There she goes. All right, so reservations are recommended?
Yes.
All right, so make your reservations over at the Butcher's Block in the beautiful city of Long Branch, which is a shore town, correct? Very good, right? Very
Your
good.
North Jersey accent is just shining through.
What do they call people from North Jersey down the shore? Bennies?
We call you guys Bennies.
Bennies, exactly.
Down for the benefit of the sun.
But they're South Jersey, where they have lovely cities of Atlantic City and Camden. Anyway,
Camden
on
is
that
near
note,
Philadelphia. It's not even by the shore.
it's still South Jersey. They still count as South Jersey.
Exactly, which is why I'm in Central.
Yeah, no such thing. Anyway, Ashley Rollo of @Ashley Lauren Rollo. Get to the Butcher's Block on West Avenue and make sure you try it out. We hope to see you in a future episode.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to come back.
Yeah, we always love having you. All right, folks, join us next week for the Pulse on everything you need to know. I'm Peter Biancamano, and stay tuned to our social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram for previews, etc. Take care, everybody. Have a great week.